AI.
More
Agentic capabilities.
An AI agent.
Agents.
agentic workflows.
Agentic.
Alright, most explanations of AI agents are either too technical or too fluffy. This video is for people like me and like you. You don't write models, but you run agencies, build funnels, and use AI every day. You want to understand just enough about AI agents to see how they change your business and your operations. So here's how we're going to do it. We'll take a simple 1, 2, 3 path. Start with what you already know, ChatGPT style LLMs. Then we'll layer on AI workflows, the automations you already run in GHL, Zapier, or Make. And finally, we'll show what actually makes something an AI agent and why that matters for scaling client acquisition and operations. Along the way, I'll use examples you'll recognize: lead routing, nurture sequences, booking discovery calls, and CRO experiments. Trust me, the scary sounding acronyms aren't magic. They're just patterns. So let's start with the first level. Level 1, Large Language Models, or LLMs. Level 1 is the thing you already use. Large language models, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. These are text generation engines. They're incredible at drafting copy, summarizing, role-playing, and turning messy inputs into usable outputs. Visualize it simply: you, the human, give an input, the LLM returns an output. For example, ask it, draft a discovery call, follow-up that reminds the lead about our offer and asks for availability. It will give you a polished email. Nice, but now try this. Ask the same LLM, when is my next discovery call scheduled with James on my calendar? It'll probably fail. Why? Because there are two core traits of LLMs you need to remember. First, limited knowledge. They don't automatically know your proprietary data, your GHL contact fields, your calendar, your CRM notes, unless you connect that data. Second, passivity. LLMs don't act. They wait. You prompt. They reply. They don't open apps, click buttons, or change a campaign. So keep those two traits in your head, because in the next part, we're going to build on this. Level 2, AI workflows. Now let's level up. Imagine you instruct an LLM within a workflow. Whenever I ask about an upcoming call, query my Google Calendar and my GHL contact record first. Then answer. With that rule in place, the next time you ask, when is my call with James? The system pulls your calendar and contact fields and returns the right time, because you told it to fetch those sources first. But here's the catch. Suppose you then ask, what will the lead's intent score be before the call? If your workflow only checks calendar and CRM fields, it won't have prediction data. You'd need a step that runs a quick intent model or checks recent email and SMS interactions. The workflow won't invent that unless you add it. That's the defining trait of AI workflows. They follow a predefined path that you design. Hundreds of steps can run, but a human still defined the decision tree and remains responsible for the next strategic move. Now, here's a useful concept you should know. Pro tip: Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, is just a workflow pattern. It's simply telling the model to look up fresh data before answering. If you've set a workflow to pull GHL contact notes, Google Drive proposals, or live analytics, and then prompt an LLM, you're already using R. Now let me show you what this actually looks like in the real world, a real-world workflow example. I built a simple automation for content at scale on top of GHL and Make. Here's the flow. First, a Google Sheet collects trending blog links and client case studies. Second, Perplexity summarizes each article. Third, an LLM drafts multi-channel assets, a LinkedIn post, an SMS teaser, and an email nurture sequence, using a prompt I authored. Finally, we schedule it to publish and trigger sequence enrollments in GHL every weekday at 8 a.m. This is an AI workflow because I set each step and the routing. If a LinkedIn post isn't punchy enough, I go back, tweak the prompt, and rerun. That human-driven iteration is how most people operate today. And that leads us to the next level, where things start to change. Level 3, AI agents. Now, what turns that workflow into an AI agent? Remove or at least reduce the human as the decision maker. Think about my social content example. The goal is publish high engagement content every weekday. To turn it into an agent, the system needs to do three things. First, reason. Decide the best strategy to meet the goal. Should it prioritize topical hooks, repurpose client wins, or run A/B tests on CTA language? Second, act. Use tools to execute. Pull links, summarize, post to social, schedule emails, and enroll contacts in GHL. Third, observe and iterate autonomously. Evaluate performance metrics, revise copy, change targeting, and rerun tests until the KPI is met. That is the react idea in practice. Reason plus act. The agent assesses and chooses the next tool or step without waiting for you. Iteration and autonomy. One of the biggest advantages of an agent is autonomous iteration. Remember that manual step where I rewrote the LinkedIn prompt to make it funnier? An agent can do that itself. A smart agent might do this. Draft version 1 of the post. Run it through an internal critic LLM calibrated on LinkedIn top performing posts. If the critic flags low engagement potential, the agent generates version 2, runs a simulated performance score, and optionally runs a short live A/B test on 1% of the audience. If version 2 beats the baseline, the agent rolls it out. If not, it goes back and tries a different angle, all without you opening the editor. This is how agents convert time-consuming human loop iterations into continuous optimization loops, reducing lead response times from hours to minutes, and even doubling qualified appointments in systems I've built. Now let me show you what this looks like in the real world, a real-world AI agent example. Here's a production example I've run in the wild. An acquisition agent connected to GHL, Google Calendar, a cold email sender, and a short-form web scraper. Goal: book 20 qualified discovery calls per month for a high-ticket service. Now here's how the agent loop works. First, reason. It scans recent SERP results and LinkedIn for businesses matching our ICP, scores them by fit, and selects targets. Second, act. It creates a customized outreach sequence, email, SMS, and LinkedIn touchpoints, injecting personalized lines pulled from the prospect site and recent posts. Third, observe. It monitors open rates, reply quality, and calendar bookings through GHL webhooks and analytics. Fourth, iterate. If reply rates are low, it tweaks subject lines, changes send windows based on time zone patterns, or swaps messaging frameworks, like pain agitate solve versus curiosity hooks. Fifth, handoff. Once a prospect responds positively, the agent schedules the call on the right SDR's calendar, sends prep materials, and adds context notes to the contact record from beginning to end. The agent is the strategist and the operator. The human monitors KPIs and intervenes only for approvals or edge cases. Now here's something important to understand. Pro tip: most practical agents are hybrid. They handle the 80% of decisions that are repeatable and deterministic, and escalate the complex stuff to humans. That's how you scale without losing control. So why does this actually matter for your business? Think about your current bottlenecks: slow follow-ups, inconsistent copy quality, manual A/B test execution, and missed lead data. Replacing manual decision loops with agents doesn't just automate tasks, it flips roles. Your systems become strategic operators that optimize for business outcomes. Now here are the key design principles I use. First, define clear goals, not scripts. Agents need goal state objectives, KPI targets, not brittle step lists. Second, give them the right tools. Connect CRM fields, calendar APIs, analytics, and sending channels. Third, build lightweight critics. Use evaluation LLMs or heuristics that judge outputs before deployment. Fourth, keep escalation paths. Let the agent flag anomalies and ask for human review when confidence is low. Now let's wrap everything up. Wrapping up the 3 levels. Level 1, LLM. You give an input, the model returns an output, handy for drafting and editing. Level 2, AI workflow. You build a path, the model follows steps you programmed, fetching data and calling tools. The human defines the logic. Level 3, AI agent. You give a goal. The LLM reasons about the strategy, acts through tools, observes outcomes, and iterates until the goal is reached. The LLM becomes the decision maker inside the loop. If you run funnels, manage client acquisition, or scale operations with GHL and automation stacks, understanding this progression is how you go from delegating tasks to running resilient, self-optimizing systems. Alright, in the next video, I'll show the exact agent pattern I deploy to book discovery calls and how I connect it to GHL webhooks and trigger flows. If you want that build, say, show me the agent build in the comments, and I'll walk through the repo and the prompts. See you in the next one.